Sara Duterte, the rise of a powerful leader, a lawyer and politician who is the current vice president of the Philippines. Sara Zimmerman Duterte, affectionately called Inday Sara, was born on May 31, 1978, in Davao City, a major city in the southern Philippines. She is the second of three children born to Rodrigo Duterte, a long-serving mayor who would eventually become the country's 16th president, and Elizabeth Zimmerman, a flight attendant of German, Jewish, and Filipino descent. Growing up in a political household, Sara was exposed early to the world of public service. Her father was already a prominent figure in local politics, known for his blunt speech and unorthodox methods, especially in fighting crime in Davao. But while politics surrounded her from a young age, Sara's path into public life wasn't immediate. Sara Duterte is known for her independent political views and has been critical of both the Liberal Party and the ruling PDP-Laban Party. She has also been vocal about her support for federalism and has been a critic of the current administration's policies. Despite her father's influence, she has been able to carve out her own political career and has been seen as a rising star in Philippine politics. Her supporters admire her intelligence, charisma, and ability to connect with ordinary people. Her critics, on the other hand, accuse her of being too close to her father and of benefiting from his political connections. Only time will tell how her political career will unfold. However, one thing is for sure, she is a force to be reckoned with in Philippine politics. Sara Duterte is a highly intelligent individual with a sharp wit and a keen intellect. She is known for her ability to think on her feet and her capacity for quick and incisive analysis. Her intelligence is not just academic, but practical as well. She is a skilled problem solver and decision maker, capable of handling complex issues with ease. This intelligence is evident in the way she carries herself, in her public appearances, and in her interactions with others. Those who have had the pleasure of meeting her are often impressed by her mental acuity and her razor-sharp intellect. She is a true intellectual powerhouse and a shining example of what it means to be smart and successful. Sara has been recognized both here and abroad for the work that she has done as local chief executive. In 2012, she was one of the 88 nominees to the prestigious World Mayor Awards and one of the only 2 Filipino mayor nominees. In 2021, she was selected as the Philippines' top-performing mayor with a rating of 93%. By an independent and non-commissioned survey of the R. Mission and Development Foundation, Inc. Sara Duterte is a highly accomplished individual with a wide range of skills and abilities. Sara is an adopted member of the Philippine Military Academy Maharlika class of 1984 and the Philippine National Police Academy Tagapatalinga class of 1991. She is a member of the Philippine Coast Guard Auxiliary and the Armed Forces of the Philippines Army Reserve Command. She holds the rank of colonel and is currently the Assistant Brigade Commander of the 2,202nd Ready Reserve Combined Arms Brigade, Philippine Army. She has received several medals, ribbons, badges, and citations for her work in Davao in support of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. She is a gifted orator, able to command a crowd and deliver a powerful message with ease. Her speeches are well-crafted, articulate, and persuasive, and she is widely regarded as one of the best speakers of her generation. She is also a skilled negotiator, able to broker deals and find common ground even in the most contentious situations. Her interpersonal skills are equally impressive, and she is known for her ability to build relationships and connect with people from all walks of life. Whether in a formal or informal setting, Sara Duterte's skills and abilities are truly remarkable, and she is an inspiration to many. Sara attended San Pedro College in Davao, where she completed a degree in respiratory therapy in 1999. Initially, she dreamed of becoming a pediatrician, reflecting her caring nature and desire to help people in a direct, personal way. However, her ambition shifted over time. Deciding to follow a different path, she pursued a law degree at San Sebastian College Recoletos in Manila. There, she studied diligently and passed the Philippine Bar examination in 2005. After earning her law license, Sara briefly worked as a court attorney at the Supreme Court of the Philippines under Associate Justice Romeo Caleo Sr., gaining valuable insight into the country's legal system. Despite her promising legal career, the call to public service became stronger. Coming from a family of political leaders, it seemed inevitable that Sara would enter the political arena, and in 2007, she did just that. In 2007, Sara Duterte ran for and was elected vice mayor of Davao City, serving under her father, who had returned to the mayoralty. At that time, she was only 29, and though she was new to elected office, she quickly made her mark with her sharp mind, strong will, and confident demeanor. 3 years later, in 2010, Sara took a major step forward in her political career. She ran for mayor of Davao City and won. In doing so, she became the first woman and the youngest person ever to hold that position in the city's history, taking over from her father, who stepped aside to run for vice mayor. As mayor, Sara earned a reputation as a tough but compassionate leader. She pushed for various local development programs, improved public health and social services, and prioritized peace and order. However, her leadership style also made headlines in 2011, when she physically punched a court sheriff who proceeded with a demolition operation despite her request for a delay. The incident stirred national controversy. Some saw it as a display of abuse of power, while others praised her for standing up for displaced families. Sara later apologized, but the event cemented her image as a fiery and protective local leader. After serving one term as mayor, Sara took a break from politics. But she returned in 2016, this time reclaiming the mayoralty. While her father made a successful bid for the presidency of the Philippines, during her second stint as mayor from 2016 to 2022, Sara expanded her local programs. She launched Bayahang Do 30, a platform that outlined 30 priority projects for Davao City, ranging from infrastructure to public health and education. She also started Peace 911, a community-based peace initiative designed to counter communist insurgency through development rather than military action. Her success in Davao City and her role as first daughter to the president drew national attention. Despite her father's dominant presence in national politics, Sara carefully carved out her own image firm, independent, and politically strategic. In 2018, she founded the regional political party Hugpong and Tay Pagbabago, which helped her build alliances across different provinces and political blocs. In the run-up to the 2022 elections, many expected Sara to run for president. Polls showed her as a strong contender. However, in a surprise move, she opted to run for vice president, teaming up with Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., the son of the late dictator Ferdinand Marcos. Their campaign, known as Uniteam, focused on unity and continuity. In May 2022, they won by a landslide, Marcos as president and Sara as vice president. Sara became the third woman and the youngest person elected to the vice presidency in Philippine history. Shortly after taking office in June 2022, Sara was appointed Secretary of Education, taking on the massive challenge of reforming the country's post-pandemic education system. She also became Vice Chair of the National Task Force to end local communist armed conflict. Her time in national government, however, was not without controversy. Her firm leadership style sometimes clashed with other national figures, and by mid-2024, she resigned from both her cabinet and task force posts, citing personal reasons. Political observers believed her resignation reflected deepening tensions between her and the Marcos administration. Recently, she is facing impeachment trial. The impeachment of Vice President Sara Duterte is widely viewed as deeply politically motivated, centered on her emergence as a potential 2028 presidential candidate. Sara Duterte's political journey has been one of rapid rise, shaped by her family's legacy, but defined by her own choices and character. From a medical student to a lawyer, from city mayor to vice president, she has become one of the most influential and polarizing figures in Philippine politics. Her leadership is marked by both discipline and defiance. Discipline in her governance and advocacy for education and local development, and defiance in her ability to stand against political norms, allies, and even expectations from her own supporters. As of now, with the 2028 presidential election on the horizon, many wonder what comes next for Inday Sara. Will she make another bid for the country's top post? Or will her legacy take another direction entirely? One thing is clear. Sara Duterte is not done making history.
Violence erupted during a demolition operation. City Mayor Sara Duterte repeatedly punched the sheriff of the Davao Regional Trial Court, Abe Andres, during the demolition. Duterte had asked for a 2-hour extension of the deadline to demolish shanties, but demolition teams pushed through with their operation. This then led to a scuffle between the residents and demolition teams, prompting a fuming Mayor Duterte to attack the sheriff.